And then tomorrow, I'm planning on we're going to be doing some Long Beach Island stuff, maybe some beach, some rides. But today, everybody loves the pool. We're going to be jumping in the pool, going into the hot tub. We're going to have a lot of food. So we're looking forward to that. So I got to go pick up my son's friend and got to get some a little bit more food. And so it's going to be a quick live. But so a lot of issues to talk about. Okay, a lot of issues to talk about. The first issue is I am still getting haters, if you can believe this. I am still getting haters saying that I am collecting $200. They're still saying it. They're still saying it. I am not collecting $200 for the meet and greet. Okay. I told all of you that you could come to the meet and greet July 29th. It is the last Saturday in July. I am going to be meeting everyone at the Tropicana Hotel Casino at Carmine's, right in front of Carmine's. It's going to be a situation where whatever you want to spend on yourself, this is the key, bring your own money. This money that you're bringing is going to be money you're spending on yourself. You're not giving it to the Apefather. So I'm still getting people. I'm reading it in the comments. They're still like, oh, Apefather wants $200 from you. And first of all, that was never a bad thing anyway. We were just all going to chip in and get a lot of drinks, alcohol, and entertainment. I was going to get a limo. But forget about that idea. Forget about it because all of you twisted and turned it to try to make it look bad. What's up, Angie? So I just want to be clear. I'm on paid vacation. What's up, Stinger Hit? I just want to be clear once again because I am still getting comments. I am still getting comments that Apefather, it's a scam. He wants to take your money. Okay, none of this is true. Okay, you're gonna bring your own money. It could be as little as $5. I don't give a shit. If you want to go downstairs and get yourself a used hot dog, you don't have to go big. Okay, if you want to bring a couple of fazools so you can gamble and you can have some alcohol money, you want to drink. Listen. Another thing is, when you gamble, they give you free alcohol. You know what I mean? So that's another thing to consider. But if you're a good gambler, you can keep that shit going for hours. You get a lot of drinks. I do it all the time. But the thing is this. If you want to bring some money for food, it's your prerogative. It's like that Bobby Brown song. It's my prerogative. So it's all up to you, whatever you want to bring. Can people please stop like sending me comments that I'm looking to scam people and I'm looking to take people's money? Can you stop saying this because it is not true? People are bringing their own money and they're going to spend it on themselves. I'm even going as far. Listen to me. I'm even going as far as I don't want people to even buy me a drink. Like, let's say somebody says, "Hey, Father, I love you, brother. Come on, I want to freaking buy you a shot. No, I'll buy my own shot. So he can buy his shot. I'll buy my own shot, and then we'll do the shot together, okay? So literally not $1, 1 penny will be spent on me. So can everyone stop the bullshit comments? I'm reading it everywhere. Hey, it's a scam. It's a scam. There is no scam. You're bringing your own money to have your own fun, all right? What's up, Stinger Hit? Transferred all of my Solana to another exchange. Robinhood is delisted a few tokens. Yeah, Robinhood sucks big, gigantic balls. Just chilling. Just chilling. Um, as of right now, I have some like Shiba that I had from a long time ago. I don't really have much crypto at this point. I have a lot of gold. I have a lot of cash. I was thinking about maybe getting involved in crypto again. We'll see. But as of right now, I'm not in crypto. I used to be in crypto. I used to have a lot of Ethereum. I used to have Bitcoin. I used to have, what was it? The crypto coin or whatever it was called. I used to have so many of them. Mana. But I kind of I got out of that. I wound up just taking that money and I just put it into other places. Because the crypto market was really getting scary there. It was getting pretty bad. It was getting pretty bad. All these countries were talking about starting their own friggin' digital exchanges. So I just started like freaking out with cryptocurrency. But I might consider to get involved in it again. Yeah, I mean, look, listen, I have nothing wrong with like, like index funds, like listen to me. I have nothing wrong. I always tell people, listen to me, they should have a portion of their portfolio that's safe. You understand? See, I remember when I was a young kid, and I remember when my father used to talk to his like accountant, and his accountant used to always tell him, he used to say, look, how much risk are you willing to take? Because what he would do is he would break up his portfolio. A certain percentage would be for risk investment just to take a chance. But he always made sure that the majority of the portfolio was in safe plays. See, that's the thing is that strongman personal finance, Chris, Chris, bedpan finance. See, what he basically does is he takes no risks. This guy is all about index funds. He's all about, safe plays. Now, that's fine too, but you're never going to get rich that way. You see, look, you take a guy like Elon Musk. Let me give you an example. All right, he was one of the founders of PayPal. You understand? And he sold that. And from what I read, he made his share was $180 million. Now, most people, what would you do if you had $180 million, right? You probably chill out, you relax, you're like, that's it, I'm retired, or whatever the case may be. So what Elon did was he took that money and put it into Tesla and put it into SpaceX. You understand? He took all the money. He literally, there was a point in Elon's life because he actually invested all of his money that he could not afford rent. He could not afford to eat. Friends had to lend him money. Can you believe that? Friends had to lend him money to survive. So now this is a guy, I'm just trying to show you the extremes. This is a guy who's all risk. Now, in his particular case, it worked out for him because he's worth what, 230, 240 billion now. He's the richest man in the world. So, but not to say that taking risk is the smart thing to do. I just think that you need to have a diversified portfolio. I think that there should be things that are risk, and I think that there's things that should be safe. And that's kind of how I live my life. 10% of my money is in very, very, I consider high risk plays. AMC, GameStop, MBOT, and NGL. Okay. Now that's just 10% though. That's 10%. If AMC will have a short squeeze, I will be a very, very rich man. So it's a risk I'm willing to take. If GameStop has a short squeeze, I will become a very, very rich man. If MBOT becomes the future of surgical procedures with robotics, I will become a very, very rich man. NGL, I'm really just in it because of that friggin' bitch. I don't like Nancy Pelosi, Paul Pelosi, Mark Reed, you know, whatever. I don't really get involved in energy stocks, but when they get involved in things, I know it's something's gonna happen. So that's pretty much I'm pretty much involved for those reasons. But as far as like my real investments, right now the majority I have to tell you is probably cash. I got a lot of cash, just because I feel cash is king, especially in this administration. I got gold. Gold is doing excellent. I think gold's going to go to 4,000 an ounce in another year or two. That's just my opinion. Again, I'm not a financial planner. I don't give financial advice, but I think gold's headed for 4,000 an ounce. Real estate's always been good for me. My house appreciated about 300,000 in value. So I'm doing okay right now, but I need to do better. Trying to read all of this. The last 20,000 AMC was wasted on gambling. I wanted the casino, WTF. I don't know what you're talking about. I never know what this guy's talking about. Your house went up 90,000. Good for you. God bless, brother. This guy, Cigar King, AS, MR, he goes one day from like complimenting me and the next day to hating me. I don't know. It's like a bipolar condition. It's like one minute he's complimenting me. He goes, man, that looks good. That food. Hey, Foley, you're living life to the fullest. You're doing good. And then the next minute he starts breaking my balls. I told you already. Listen to me. Right now, I'm a millionaire. I don't even know if you're a millionaire. I have no idea if this guy, Sam the Great, he says his mother's rich. I know his mother's wealthy. I don't know if he's wealthy, but I'm already a millionaire. And I am telling you, a year from now, I'm going to be up there. I'm going to have a lot of money. I'm talking about I'm going to be a player. I'm going to be a player within just a year, within 1 year. Okay. So I don't know why you keep breaking my balls. I mean, I just don't get it. Okay. I didn't see none of your assets, brother. All I see is that you're in a store and you show a cigar. That's all I see. He goes to the store, he holds a cigar in his hand, he makes a video, and he puts music to it. He puts like, what assets did I see? Bro, first of all, how do I know, even if you did film an asset, how do I know it's yours? Listen, I could go right now to the marina, okay? Right here in the Jersey Shore, and there's some of the most expensive yachts that you'll ever see, okay? I could go right now. I could go to the Golden Nugget outside of the marina in Atlantic City, and I can film. I'll film like friggin' multi-million dollar yachts, and I'll say it's mine. You understand? I'll say that's my yacht. Okay. This is what a lot of people do on YouTube. I notice this. What a lot of people do on YouTube is that they go, they film things, they point to things, they say, this is mine, that's mine. You used to do a Commanded 35. He went outside, there were all these like buildings, residential developments, commercial developments. He's like, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine. Like I can look, I'll go to Trump Tower in Manhattan. I'll point to it, right? I'll say that's mine. I'll go to the Chrysler Building. I'll say that's mine. Just because you make a video, okay, showing something, it doesn't necessarily prove that you own it. Okay. Oh my God. What's up, Tommy's touch? It's not that I think everyone. I honestly don't really care if you want to know the truth, how much money any of you have. I really don't care. It's just that we get into fights when you start trying to lie. See, it's funny. It's ironic in a way how you call me the liar, but all of you are the liars. Tendy Time is the liar. What's his name? Fat Boy, Triple Chin Dale. He's the liar. Everybody see Chad Clifford is definitely a liar. Like so. It's like the funny thing is you're the ones that lie, and then I call you out. Like again, I don't want to keep repeating the same thing because it gets boring. Chad Clifford made a statement. I live off my sick wife. I know he'll probably deny it. He'll probably deny it. Crypto fan made a statement. I live off my sick wife. This is what they said. Okay. So what I did was I showed that my wife got denied for Social Security disability. Since then, none of them have said nothing. 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 I could go on and on and on. You understand? Now, Dale is going through these two things now. That Dale, a fat boy Dale, has his two new heat subjects. Heat number one is that my pool, the liner, what happened was this. We decided to drain it, got a little green from last season. We drained the pool. We put fresh, we did a whole chlorine wash and we put fresh water in. I did the whole backyard too. I did everything. Everything is beautiful. The whole backyard is beautiful. I spent a lot of money. I spent like a couple of thousand. I spent like a good $2,500 cleaning up the backyard, doing everything. Now, here's the thing. When I refilled the pool, you understand? Some of the top of the liner, it's called drooping, I think. It drooped down. Now, it's very, very simple. I don't know why I have to even explain all of this. I have a full warranty. I have a full warranty. My warranty on my liner clearly states that no leaking or nothing can occur for 20 years. I have a liner, a liner warranty. Okay. So they already offered me a brand new liner right now. Like I could right now get them to install a brand new liner. Here's what the problem is, okay? And I don't care what any of you say because I know the facts. And people argue with me like there's this guy Dave Defense. He's arguing with me. They have to, first of all, they have to order the liner. This guy is saying that the whole process, this guy says, Dave Defense, he says it takes 1 week, the whole process. 1 week, the whole he's crazy. You got to order the liner. That alone could take anywhere between 2 weeks or more, just for them to order the liner and get the liner in. Okay, that's like 2 weeks. Then you gotta they have to they're busy for busy these pool companies are. They break my balls. Sometimes for me to get them to come to my house for the smallest issue, I have to wait a week. For the smallest issue, I gotta wait a week. Okay, so now I'm almost done, Judd. So now we gotta wait for them to actually set up a day to install the lighter. Right, that could be another week. So now we're at 3 weeks. You understand? Now they got to install the lighter. That could take a couple of days. Now, after the lighter is done, it's in, it's ready to go. They got to fill up the pool. I have a 20,000 gallon pool. It takes about 2-3 days to fill up the pool. Right now, the pool is filled up. Now they got to put the chemicals in. Okay. Now the chemicals are in. Now they got to heat the pool. At first, it takes a while to heat that pool when you first initially turn on the heater. So you're talking. Hold on. Yeah, almost done. What? Oh, come on. Yeah. I mean, now it's going too far. I mean, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My wife was just asking me a question. Um, Getting back, it takes a good month. You understand? Between ordering the liner, setting up a time to install the liner, you know what I mean? Filling the pool up, heating the pool up, chemicals. You're talking a good month. Why would I do all of that right now? If I did that right now, it would kill my whole summer. My whole summer will be destroyed. Okay. So what I'm going to do is next season, I'm going to put in a new liner. I'm going to do it next season. So for now, it is what it is. Look, they told me they're gonna come sometime when they have the chance. This freaking pool companies take forever. They're gonna put the whatever it is, the sticks in. But they even told me that right now it's fine. It's not there's nothing to worry about. The liner is solid. The water is crystal blue. It's crystal blue. It's hot. Everything is fine. But you know what it is? This guy Dale has such a pair of balls to break fun of. He makes fun of me. I have a $75,000 in-ground pool. Okay, what does Dale have? What is this? Is a guy who can't even afford to go to McDonald's and buy the friggin' meal. He only gets a fish sandwich. Honestly, Dale has never proved to us that he says I'm unemployed. He's unemployed. Dale has never proved to us he actually has a job. The only things that he shows is that he buys these cars for like $50 at auction or wherever he spends. He's got friggin' jizz all over it, barbecue sauce, hamburgers, hot dogs in the car. Cars, it's like Freddy Krueger's nightmare, these cars. I think it's a free meal for him. He eats all the leftover food that's in the car, cleans it, and it takes him about a month. He sells it for a $50 profit. So I just find it to be very funny how he makes fun of me. $75,000 bullies making fun of me. It's crazy. But anyway, getting back because I got to end this soon. Um, the meet and greet. I just want to be clear with this because I don't know why there's confusion. You know what's funny? If you hate the Ape Father, you should want to come to the meet and greet. If you hate me, because it's a good opportunity to meet me face to face, right? This way you could actually break my balls in person, right? And if you love me, you should want to come because you're gonna have a fun time with me. So I feel both haters and people who support the Ape Father should come to the meet and greet. But this again, Antonio, listen to me. You're not acting intelligent again. You're not acting intelligent again. I'm not make. There's no profit here for me. Listen to me. Do you see how they still do it? Are you witnessing it with your own eyes? Read Antonio Miranda's comment because I'm still seeing these comments all over my videos. He's saying he pretends he does not see it, begging for attendees. In other words, he's saying I'm begging for people to come to my meet and greet. What is the benefit? Tell me if people come or if people don't come. If people come, they're going to be buying their own drinks. They're going to be buying their own food. So in no way, I already told you, if someone offers to buy me a beer, I'm going to say no, respectfully. So there is absolutely no benefit, to me at least. The only benefit is going to be that we're going to have a fun night. That's it. I am not profiting in any way, shape, or form by people coming to my meet and greet. It's just it makes it more fun if there's more people there, correct? Like if there's only 2 or 3 people there, it sucks. If there's 10, 15, 20 people there, it's a little bit more fun. But again, he's saying, I'm begging for people to come. I'm not begging for people to come. If it's just me and John Nito, if it's only 2 of us, like remember my protest only had 2 people. If it's just me, I think John Nito is 100% coming. If it's me and John Nito, a buddy of mine from Brooklyn might be coming, John. If it's us three, we're going to have a phenomenal night. We're going to eat good. We're going to drink good. I am not begging for people to come. Can you stop spreading lies? It's lies what you're saying. I am not begging people to come. So let's just drop that subject. If you want to come, great. If you don't want to come, don't come. Okay? Very simple. All right, does that sound like I'm begging? So anyway, it's like I said, look, the Apefather has always been about AMC. I've always been about AMC, but I'm starting to realize now that there's a lot of great opportunities out there, and it's kind of foolish for me to not get involved. You know, the first big step that I made was into GameStop. I got in at the mid 60s. This is another thing. Crypto fan always brings out that I was in GameStop when it was in the high, like, you know, whatever it was before they had their split, you know, when it was at like the high 170 level. What he doesn't understand is I got out at that point. Remember I told you I got out of GameStop. Okay, this was during the time, there was a time I had Tesla, I had Amazon, I had UXIN. So I had all these different plays. You understand? I had Mullen. I had MULN. I got out of all of that shit. I remember then what happened was at first I said, F it, I'm just an AMC. But then I started thinking to myself, you know, I'm like, you know what? F this. I want to get involved in GameStop. I was listening to Morant's rants. I agreed with a lot of things he was saying. And I was actually on Morant's rants live stream the day that I got into GameStop. So you can even watch that. I was on his live stream. I was on his live stream and I was like, you know what? I'm getting it. This is the time to buy. It was like in the mid $16 levels. I said, this is the time to get in. So I got in. Okay. So I'm green. I'm green with GameStop. Okay. And like I said, I want to keep repeating it, but I believe MBot is the future. Robotics is the future. And I really believe that this thing is going to be hot, man. Okay. NGL, Nancy Pelosi, I don't want to keep repeating it. They get involved in things. It's anybody's guess if they have it. They probably do have insider tips. Again, I'll say it's alleged to protect myself, but it always seems to make money. Mark Reed, Paul Pelosi, and that's it. I'm never going to get destroyed, Antonio Miranda, because I only use a small percentage. See, this guy doesn't understand my strategies in my life. He just doesn't get it. This is how I started my live stream. I started my live stream by explaining to all of you, let's call your portfolio 100%, okay? Now we're going to divide percentages of where you feel comfortable. Like in other words, how much of 100% do you want involved in risk investments? Like highly speculative, whatever you want to call, volatile, highly volatile place, okay? Speculative place, okay? So let's say it's 20%. In my case, it's 10%. I only have 10% in very, volatile place, very risky place. Okay, the rest of my money is divided into real estate, cash, and gold as of right now, and bonds. Okay, that's it. That's where I'm at. Okay, so when Antonio Miranda makes a comment, it says I'm going to get destroyed in crypto. The crypto, if I did get involved, would only be a part of that 10%. It would be a part of that 10% risk of my portfolio. So I will not get destroyed. Listen, I got very smart. Look, I admit to you, I wasn't smart at first. I wasn't smart at first. I didn't realize how corrupt the stock market was. I really didn't understand it. I understand it now. You really can't keep a lot of your money in the stock market. But like I said, I see nothing wrong with taking a percentage of your money and going for a home run, going for a grand slam. There's nothing wrong with that to me. To me, there's nothing wrong with take. To me, it's the same thing like the lotto. You understand? I used to play the lotto. I won the lotto in 2019. I won 200. I won 250,000. Okay, so it's just to me, it's the same thing. You don't take all of your money, correct, and buy lotto tickets like a psychopath. But I used to take my spare change. If I had like $50 in my pocket, I had nothing to do with it that day. I take my $50 and I would put it on my pick four. So happens I hit one day. So happens I hit $50 straight. I won. It was 5,000 to one odds. I won $250,000. Okay, so to me. That's what AMC is. That's what GameStop is. That's what MBOT is. That's what NGL is. And I'm sure I'm going to add more. I will, as time goes on, I will add more, but I don't surpass the 10% level. I make sure I keep it at 10%. I don't know what this guy is saying here. This guy's nuts. Everything I say apparently is a lie. I don't know if we're gonna do steaks today. You know what it is? It's mostly a barbecue for the kids today. The kids seem to love like burgers. That's all. They just want to eat burgers, not even so much hot dogs. And I bought like six steaks. I ended up eating most of them. It's like maybe I'll get a couple of steaks. We'll see. But the kids like it. That they want hamburgers. That's it. I remember the kid William. He's my son's friend. I'm like, you want a nice juicy steak? He goes, I don't eat steak. Yeah, well, you don't eat steak. What are you talking about? Sophia, she eats it, but just a little bit, not that much. Mike doesn't really eat it. So it's like they all want hamburgers. They all want. Michael's got, he does his own little thing. He does a double stack cheeseburger. William does his cheese double stacks. Everybody, everybody loves burgers, but I'm definitely gonna get some hot dogs because I make my Apefather special cheeseburger. That's the double stack hamburger. I throw two hot dogs on it, a little mayonnaise, a little ketchup, a bun. I eat that thing. I have a lot of fun. How you doing? Antonio Miranda, I don't know what your question is. I think that you're having what's called a nervous breakdown, brother. I think you're losing your mind. I don't know what to tell you, brother. I lowered my cost average on AMC. It's going to recover, in my opinion, and I'm going to get all my money back with a profit. There's, like I said to you at the beginning of this live stream, there are 30 to 40% the more people, moviegoers, going to movies. Okay? If this 1 for 10 goes through, Adam Aaron and Mama Luke should pay off all of AMC's debt. AMC fundamentally will become a better company, and it's going to attract new retail investors. It's going to attract institutional investors. It's going to recover, I feel, okay? Even no matter any which way you go, whether there is a 10 for 1 or whether there isn't, okay? So I don't know what the F else you want me to tell you, okay? I don't want, it's like he's trying to do mathematics. But what you don't understand is this. Listen to me. You have no idea how much I make a month. Okay, see, what you need to do, Antonio, listen to me. If you really want to get involved with me, listen to me. You first of all, you need to know how much my monthly income is, which it's a lot. Okay. You have no idea how much I make in terms of my monthly income. Number one. Number two, you have no idea how much I have in discretionary funds. See, he acts like he knows me. He doesn't know anything about me. You have no idea how much I have in savings. You have no idea how much I have in bonds. You have no idea how much I have in terms of my children's trust. You have no idea how much I have coming in terms of other sources. You don't know nothing about me, but you keep acting like you know everything about me. You know nothing about me. So just do yourself a favor. Go home and get your shine box, shine your shoes. Stop trying to be a dynamic synergistics who tries to figure out every single little thing. You can't figure out nothing because you don't know nothing about me. That's it. You're trying to act like you know my finances. You don't know anything about me. So stop pretending like you do, okay? Very simple. Yeah, but you're repeating things I say just because okay. Just because I say, here's an example. Are you ready? I'm going to give you an example. Just because I say I lowered my cost average down, are you ready, to a certain level, and then you mathematically calculate that, you understand, to figure out how much money I had to spend, you're still not understanding. You don't know my business. You understand? You don't know anything about my family's estate. You don't know anything about money I have in certain places. You have no see. So that's where your whole plan goes down the toilet. Where your whole plan goes down the toilet is you're acting like you saw my books. You're acting like you know everything about my finances. You know everything about money I have coming in. You know everything about discretionary money I have. You know everything I have in my safe deposit box. You know everything I have in bonds. You know everything I have in gold. You know everything I have in cash. Everything I have in my portfolio. It's like you don't know nothing. You don't know nothing. So what you're doing, in all honesty and fairness, is you're assuming. You're assuming things. That's all you're assuming. You're assuming I can't come up with a 500,000 or 600,000. How do you know what I can and what I can't come up with? You don't know anything. You don't know anything. Every time I'm in a position in life where I have to come up with money, I come up with money. I buy a new car, I come up with $30,000. My wife needs medical treatment, I come up with $15,000. I always come up. You have no idea how much I spend on my mother. Oh, forget about it. On her medical stuff, I always come up with money. Always. Always. Okay? That's it. Okay? So stop trying. Why don't you worry about, if you're so concerned, right? I spend $700 a week on fast food. How about this? You want to do math? You're into doing calculations? I don't even believe you, Antonio Miranda, makes $2,800 a month. Can you prove it to me? Listen to me. I think I want to make a bet. You want to know the bet I think I want to make with this guy, Antonio Miranda? I feel, and I'm serious, are you ready? And I can prove it to you through videos. And actually, I can prove it to you by speaking to the managers at McDonald's and the managers of Taco Bell and the managers of Burger King. I spend $2,800 a month on fast food. My guess, you don't earn, listen to me, in terms of a job, in terms of employment. I do not. Now let me explain to you what I mean when I say 2,800. I mean that you have to clear. You have to clear 2,800 in cash. So in other words, in actuality, you're probably making more, closer to what, 4,500 to 5,000 a month gross. You understand? Because you gotta clear about close to $3,000 a month clear, which means you're clearing close to about $1,500 biweekly, $1,500 every 2 weeks, cash. Now I'm talking about after you pay taxes, cash. I am willing to make a bet with you. Is he willing to take it? Let's see if he's willing to take it. This big fucking shot. I am willing to bet you do not earn, okay, $3,000 a month cash. Let's just call it three. Let's just even it out. Now I'm talking about after taxes. After taxes. So what that means, you piece of shit, Babaluke, listen to me. I spend more money. That you're trying to make fun of me, okay? I spend more money on fast food. I spend more money going to Burger King, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Chick-fil-A. I spend more money every week on fast food than you survive on, that you earn, okay, for your living. And you're going to break my balls? Let's see. Do you want to take that bet? I'm still waiting. Do you want to take the bet? I will have my attorney contact you. Listen to me. You have to prove to us by way of tax returns, listen to me, and by way of W-2s. You have to prove that you make clear money, clear, $3,000 a month cash from your employment. Clear. Whatever you want, you call the bet. I know for a fact that you don't make $3,000 a month cash. $50,000 bet. Okay? You do not make $3,000 a month. Okay? Are you ready for the bet? So I just want, no, you don't get my house. You don't get my house. I'll risk 50,000 on it. I'll risk 50,000. You do not clear. Now it has to be for a period of more than 2 years. Okay, we have to make this a fair wager. You have to show. You have to show. I didn't say my house. I never said my house. You have to show 2 years of tax returns that you clear more than three. Clear. Listen to me. Now I'm talking about cash. Okay, so in other words, if let's say you make 3,000 a month gross, you lose. If you make 3,000 a month gross, you got to make something like 5 to 6,000 a month gross because you got to clear $3,000 a month in cash. I don't think you do that. Okay. So what that means, Antonio, is that I spend more money. Listen to me, that you're breaking my balls. I spend more money on fast food that you have to survive, that you have to pay your mortgage, that you have to pay your rent, that you have to pay bills. I spend more money on a fucking Big Mac. I spend more money on Whoppers. You understand? I just ordered a 16 patty Whopper the other day. I spend more money on Whoppers. I spend more money on Big Macs. I spend more money on fucking Taco Supremes, okay? Nachos fucking Grande that you have to survive. Okay, so do we have a bet? I don't know. I'm still waiting for him to confirm the bet. Do we have a bet? You don't make 3,000 a month cash. You don't do it. Okay, you're a fucking loser. Okay, look. Okay, he goes, yeah, I get it. So do we have a bet? Do we have a bet? I will have my lawyer contact your lawyer. It has to be 3,000 cash. Let me explain it to you because I don't think you understand it. It's not gross. It's, in other words, you got to show me a statement that you're making. I don't know what your tax rates are. I have no idea what your income bracket is. I don't know what you make, but you would have to make enough money, like 5,000 a month gross. Gross. You understand? Every month for a 2 year period. And it's not 2023 because 2023 has not been completed yet. So you would have to show it from 2021 and 20. I don't count 2023. 2023 is still in progress. It's still in progress. You didn't pay taxes for 2023 yet. So you have to show it for 2021 and 2022. Okay? You would have to show your W-2 2021, 2022 that you earn. Are you ready? At least $5,000 a month gross and that you clear $3,000. Are we in? I didn't ask Dave Defense. I didn't ask you if you'll take that bet. You notice how he's not answering the question? Like we're still waiting for an answer. No, not net. I want to see the gross. Listen to me. Listen to me. It's got to be gross because let me tell you why. Listen to me. I want to see something like 5,000, 6,000 a month gross. Gross. Because listen, I don't. Can I explain something to you, Antonio? I don't know what you do with your money. You have to understand something. You may have a 401 plan set up. You understand? I don't know how much you contribute to your 401, K plan. You got to understand. You got to pay taxes. You got to pay. I don't know if you're an American citizen. I'm assuming you're an American citizen. You got state tax. You got federal tax. You got Social Security. You got workman's comp. You got disability. It has to be gross. So I'm saying, in other words, what I'm saying to you is this. After everything, after all of your contributions, after the 401k, after whatever you pay, federal tax, disability, state tax, everything, you understand? Workman's comp, all of your friggin', even investments count. If you're contributing to a 401k, that to me counts, okay? You have to then be left with $3,000 a month cash. In other words, so after everything is paid, after everything is done, you have to be left with $3,000 and you have to have showed that from 2021 to 2022. Now, let me explain to you what the point of this is. That is what I spend on fucking fast food. Forget about what I spend on everything else. Forget about what I spend on when I go to restaurants. I, I spend $80,000 a year in restaurants. Okay. I'm only talking about fast food. I spend $700 a week on fast food. Okay. I spend $3,000 a month on fast food. Okay. And what I believe in my heart is that you don't even have that money. The money I spent, like in other words, the money I spent on a snack, the money I spent on getting a Big Mac, the money I spent on getting Whoppers, the money I spent on getting Taco Supremes, Nacho Grande, you don't have that money to pay your rent. You don't have that money to survive. You don't have that money to support your family. What I spend on fucking snacks. That's what I believe, Antonio Miranda. I don't know how many times you want me to explain it. He keeps asking me the same question. After all expenses, which I include 401k investments, anything that you spend on investments that you add to your portfolio, this all counts in terms of being gross. Federal tax, state tax, because it's all about at the end of the day what you're actually left with to spend. In other words, what do you actually have at the end of the month that is spendable actual cash? What do you have? So that's it. Now, I want statements. You understand? If you're putting money in the stock market, guess what, motherfucker? That counts as gross. Yes, Antonio, I'm sorry to break it to you. In other words, you want to know what I want to see? I want to see what you're left with to survive. That's what I want to see. I want to see what you're left with that you spend on food and just basic living expenses, utility bills, mortgage, rent. That's it. So in other words, I want to see that. I don't think you have that much money. I don't believe it. I believe that after you contribute to your 401k, I believe that after you contribute to, and I want to see statements. I want to see that you're sending money into Robinhood or whatever the platform is. You're sending money into Fidelity. I want to see what you're left with after you contribute money to your portfolio, after you contribute money to your 401k, after you contribute money to whatever it is that you, I don't know, maybe you have a friggin' sex habit. Maybe you friggin', you buy dolls in the mail, you understand, that you play with because you don't have a real friggin' person in your life that you actually make love to. So maybe it's possible that you have a subscription to some kind of a portal place and they send you over sex toys and dolls and all this shit. I want to see a complete statement of everything you spent on, okay? And then after, so in other words, after the sex toys, after the dildos, okay, after you spend money on whatever it is you spend on, you go to the male clubs to get lap dances. After you do all of this, okay, how much do you have left after federal tax, state tax, disability, Social Security, 401k? How much at the end of the month is actual spendable cash? And I'm talking about, I want to see everything. I want to see if you have a subscription to friggin', bigcocks.com. If you have a friggin' internet subscription, that counts as part of being gross. I want all of your business. I want to know everything you spend money on. And at the end of the day, how much is left in cash? Because the reason for that is very simple. I spend, okay, $3,000 a month just on fast food. Just, in other words, like, I don't think you understand. I'm not counting my mortgage. I'm not counting utility bills. I'm not counting family entertainment. I'm not counting actual fine dining. I'm not counting none of that. I am simply talking about fast food restaurants. I spend $3,000 a month. Okay? And this is what, see, John, you want to know what it is? No, John, there's no way. There's no way. Listen to me, John, trust me. I smell people. Like, I can smell the shit. Listen to me. Antonio Miranda, I already know everything about this guy. Can I tell you, I know everything about him. He's the type of a person that is so cheap. Listen to me. He spends no money on food. This motherfucker probably eats romaine fucking noodles every day. He's a cheap motherfucker, okay? So what he probably does, I know his type. I've seen his type. He puts the majority of his money into like a 401k. Okay, he puts the majority of his money into his stock portfolio because he has these dreams of grandeur that he's going to be a millionaire in the next 5 years. He told me already. I've read comments on him. So I already know for a fact that he probably spends he's probably in a rent-controlled apartment, John. Listen to me. This is how cheap this motherfucker is. He probably kicked out an old lady. I'm going to say it's alleged. He probably kicked out a 90-year-old woman, and he's paying $500 in a rent-controlled apartment, this fucking guy. You understand what I'm trying to say to you? I know these types of people. All of his money is going into his portfolio. All of his money is going into his 401k. And what this Mama Luke doesn't understand is that counts towards the bet. That counts as gross because I want to know what he is left with. You understand? When it's all done. After he pays federal, after he pays state tax, after he pays disability, after he pays for workman's comp, after he contributes to his 401k, after he invests money of that money into his portfolio, I want to know what's actually left. And I feel very confident it is less than $3,000 a month. That's it. That's what I feel. I spent half of that just on weed in a month. I didn't change the bet. He's saying I changed the bet. I was very clear with the bet. I was very, very clear with the. I'm going to repeat it to you again. I said to you, you have to show from 2021. How is this changing the bet? From 2022, I said gross. Because, in other words, I need to know everything you're spending. You understand? What are you spending on federal taxes? What are you spending on state taxes? What are you spending on workman's comp? What are you spending? Oh, also, I need to know commuting money. That counts too. So the money you spend, I need gas statements for your car. Okay? I need toll statements. All of this is gross. I need to know if you're parking. Do you park your car in your job? Is there a parking lot? Do you pay a monthly fee to park your car? Okay, I need to know that. I need to know how much money do you spend on lunch? This is all part of your work, right? Like when you go to work, do you spend money on lunch? Do you spend money on dinner? Do you go out with your friends for after drinks? Okay, I need to know all of that. I need to know everything you're spending money on. Because what the bottom line is, right, is at the end of the month, after you park your car at your job, after you put gas in your car, okay, after you put gas in your car, after you have your fucking tuna fish sandwich, lunch sandwich, after you go out and have a couple of drinks with your buddies after work, okay, everything, if you have a subscription to ilovedarkmeat.com, ilovedarkmeat.com. I need to know how much you're spending on that, okay? I need to know everything. In other words, that's why I'm saying gross. I need to know everything. That when it's all said and done, after everything, I want to see if you have $3,000 a month cash left over. That's what I'm saying to you. And in my opinion, no effing way. So what that translates to, let me explain it to you. It's simple American English. It translates to that I spend more money on fast food. You understand? I'm not including my mortgage. I'm not including fine dining. I'm not including entertainment. I'm not including anything. Utility bills. I spend more money on fucking McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, Chick-fil-A than you spend on your fucking entire life. Okay? I am above you. You are beneath me. You are a fucking loser. You understand? I'm a fucking winner. And don't you ever fucking dare disrespect the Apefather. I'm a fucking king. You understand what a king is? You're a fucking queen. You're a queen. You're beneath me. The only thing that you're good for is to shine my fucking shoes. You want to make extra money, you fucking piece of shit? Shine my fucking shoes. Shine my fucking shoes, and just maybe I'll get you closer to that $3,000 a month level. Okay? Are we on the same page now? Stop breaking my fucking balls. Leave me the fuck alone. You're a fucking pest. You're a fucking ball breaker. That's right, discourse. He's a loser, John, bro. He's a loser. This fucking guy is a loser. And he knows he's a loser, too. That's what's sad. The video, what do you mean it would be posted anywhere? I don't care. This guy's telling me no worries. Post the video everywhere. That you're when are you gonna post the video? That you're a loser? Post post the video. Here's the title of the video. I'm gonna make a video after this. You want to hear the video I'm gonna make? I'm gonna make a video that I spend more money on fast food than Antonio Miranda has in terms of his friggin' income to survive. Okay? In terms of his income to survive, I spend more money on fast food. That's pretty embarrassing, bro. Yeah, I'm on welfare. All right. Yeah. I'm on welfare. When I go and I spend fucking $300 on tomahawk steaks, right? I pull out my food stamp card. And welfare gives me welfare gives me $10,000 a month to eat. You fucking Mama Luke. Blink 90. Yeah. I go to welfare to get hold on. I go to welfare to give me $10,000 a month to live. Guys, you guys are all crazy, man. Antonio, this is the bottom line. Listen to me, and I'm not trying to be a jerk off. Look, listen to me. You're beneath me, okay? You are what's called broccoli, okay? On the food chain. Listen to me. I am a porterhouse steak, and you are broccoli. And you know what the funny thing is, Antonio? I'm only getting started. 1 year from today, you understand? I'm getting it at some point within the year. I'm expecting a $1 million settlement in cash. And on top of that, I have so many other things going on that I don't even want to tell you about. You have no idea the things that I got going on. Okay, I got a lot going on. A year from now, my net worth will probably go from 2 million to 10 million. Okay, so listen, just keep making the tuna sandwiches. Keep friggin' doing what you're doing, shining shoes. One day you'll get there. Right? Keep shining shoes, all right, brother. Yeah, he's the frog in my pool. I am an average American right now, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be an average American a year from now, Kevin Brown. Right now, listen, you ever hear a song? It's called What a Difference a Day Makes. 24 little hours. You know the movie Casino? Remember when he got married and he brought Sharon Stone, remember? He brought her into the house and she had $1 million worth of gold and they had $2 million in cash. They put it to the safe deposit box. Things change in a year, my friend. Things change in a year. I was only arrested one time, okay, and that has been wiped off my record. That was because of my father and my mother. They got divorced. My father was, unfortunately, he had mental illness. My father, God bless him. He made up a story that I was outside his house. It was not true. Listen, my father treated my mother terribly. Okay, it's a very sad story if you want to know the truth. You could ask any one of my mother's family relatives. You could ask if you ask any one of my mother's family relatives, they'll tell you the whole story. They'll tell you the whole breakdown. None of them liked my father. They didn't get along with him. He left her with no money in the divorce. He forced her out of fear. It was a terrible thing to sign over all the assets to him. Look, I don't want to get into it because this stuff is personal, but let's just say my father had some problems. He had mental illness. That's it. You want to look, you want to know how he had mental illness? He dropped all the charges on me the next day. He was crying to me. He was crying. He said, "Son, I'm sorry. I didn't mean." His heart got broken because my mother wanted to divorce him. My mother wanted to end the marriage, and that was it. I wrote songs about. Ah, I wrote songs about my childhood. One day when the Apefather becomes a big success, you're gonna hear about them. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you some of them here. This is a song that's called Runaway. Now, I know Bon Jovi wrote a song called Runaway, but I just wanted to run away from that environment. It was a terrible childhood. It really was. This is an original song. All these years passed by and nothing's changed. Still the same man I was yesterday. I got my dreams and I got my doubts. Tired of this place, I need out. I need out. I wanna run away to a place where I can't fill all this empty space. Run away without a trace. I wanna run away to a place where I can't fill all this empty space. Run away without a trace. Sometimes I feel like I'm wasting time. I'm not sure, just can't make up my mind. The only thing that makes me feel happy is the furthest thing away from me. It's so far from me. I gotta run away to a place where I can't fill all this empty space. Run away without a trace. I wanna run away to a place where I can't fill all this empty space. Run away without a trace. Sometimes I feel like I'm wasting time. But anyway, it's a little version of it. I don't want to do the whole song. Christ, my shirt. Change your shirt. I'm going to change my shirt. I'm going in the shower right now. It's only been what? It's a brand new shirt. It's only been yesterday and today, you Mama Luke. I love Mike Tyson. Hey, I want to wear it, okay? Is that all right with you? Greatest champion of the world, baby. You know, if you think I'm bad, if you watch the movie Rocky, remember Mickey didn't change his underwear in like 7 years. Who remembers that? Who remembers that? Remember? He goes, "Hey Mickey, listen, if you don't take on this fight with me against Clubber Lang," he goes, "I'm gonna have to tell everybody you haven't changed your underwear in 7 years." He goes, "You would do that, huh?" Absolutely. So if you think I'm bad that I got a shirt on for two days, Mickey didn't change his underwear in like 7 years. Oh, unblock Dale and Chad. Yeah, I'll get around to it at some point. I'll get around to it. I got to go to my channel and do it. It was a lie, Blake 911. It was not 100% true. It was a lie. All the charges was dropped. Okay, my father dropped. Listen to me. It's like I said, I got to make you talk to my mother. One day I'm going to do a live stream and my mom will tell you all about it. Okay, she'll tell you all about how, he was God, may he rest in peace, but he was abusive to my mother. He was. They had a divorce. They had a terrible marriage. And my mother winded up getting nothing from the divorce, nothing. Okay, I got nothing. All of the money was given to, look, he loved his grandkids. Okay, that was it. It was his choice. He left money to the grandkids. God bless him for that. Look, at the end of the day, he's my father. What could I tell you? But I had a tough childhood. I just went back. You need to prove you clear 3 net. It has to be. Look, this is the bet. You have to show me all the things you're spending money on. Everything. You understand me? So we have to deduct everything. Okay, and then in other words, you have to be left with $3,000 after all expenses, everything. You see, I don't think he understands the bet. I'm gonna have to make my lawyer get involved with this. This is what the bet is, you piece of shit. Listen to me. I hate you, Antonio Miranda. I'm starting to really hate this guy. You used to be my. I don't even know if you're the real Antonio Miranda. I don't even know if you're the real Antonio Miranda anymore, because you used to be my friend. You used to be someone we were against finance news. You turned out to be the biggest piece of shit on earth. Now, I'm going to explain this to you again because you're dumb. You're dumb. This is what the point is. Okay, I spend $3,000 a month on fast food. Do you understand me? Okay, so I want to know basically what you have left in spending cash. Okay, that's the key. This is the key. Spending, meaning like fun coupons. Okay, fun coupons that you could do whatever you want with. Okay, so look, my lawyer will detail the whole bet. He'll detail the whole bet. I want to know everything you're spending on taxes. I want to know everything you're spending on disability. I want to know everything you're spending on everything. On workman's comp. I want to know how much money you spend that goes into your portfolio. I want to know how much money that you spend on gas, on lunch, on restaurants, because you have to understand why. That is a part of your job. When you go to your job, you understand, don't you have to put gas in your car? Correct? Or maybe you take a train or a bus. If that's the case, let me know how much you're spending on that. Do you eat? I need every single dollar. And I will assume that withdrawals in cash from your ATM, we have to assume this. Withdrawals means that you're spending money on food, on restaurants. I want to know everything you spend because that is a part of your job. See, people don't realize this. When you go to a job, you have to take into account money you spend on gas in your car. You have to take into account money you spend in tolls. You have to take into account money that you spend on lunch, money you spend on dinner, money you spend, maybe you go after drinks, after hours drinks with your buddies. Okay, maybe you have subscriptions to things, magazines, most likely in your case, who knows what they are. I love darkmeat.com, internet subscription. I'll say it's alleged. Okay, I want to know everything. Okay, I want to know all of it. Okay, now at the end of the day, after my accountants and my lawyers will dissect everything you spend, you have to be left after all of that. Do you understand? With $3,000 in cash a month. Okay, that's the bet. That's the bet. Yeah, we're about to go barbecue now. We're about to go in the pool. All right, so listen, you know my number, 347-942-6071, Antonio Miranda. You know my email address, Richard, RICHARD, L is in Larry, E is in Edward, 101. Antonio Miranda, you probably don't even, this gold frigate bracelet is probably more money than this guy spends on food. This guy. Oh, give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Anyway, yeah, it's like he used to be a cool guy, Antonio Miranda. We used to be against finance news. And, I don't know, somehow it's like he switched all of his anger. Now, I don't even know if this is the real Antonio Miranda. It's possible that this is just a bot. It's because he really didn't seem like that much of a jerk off. This guy's a real jerk off. I got to get going, everybody. I got to do a barbecue. I got to pick up my son's friend, William. I love you, John Nito. Daniel Sam, you are the man. Okay, John Artie 30 is the man. God bless all of you. And remember, the meet and greet at the Apefather will be the last Saturday in July 29th. I will be meeting everyone at Atlantic City at the Tropicana Hotel Casino, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. All haters, all supporters of the Apefather are invited. You're all invited. I'm not afraid of any one of you, okay? You're all invited. 8 p.m. We'll meet in front of Carmine's. Once again, you pay your own way. You do not have to buy me a drink. You do not have to give me $1. Whatever you want, you buy for yourself. Okay? So hopefully you'll be there because it's going to be a fun time. And if you're not there, I really don't give a shit. Okay, doesn't make it. I'll still have a great meal with whoever is there. Me and Johnito, we're gonna have a great night. So if it's only me and Johnito, so be it. All right, V for victory. This live stream is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. I'm an entertainer, baby. Entertainment purposes only. Take care. Brush your hair.